guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to go over an article titled, Woman Gets Dumped by Boyfriend Over Halloween Costume That He Deemed Too Inappropriate for Social Media. And big shout out to Go Sports for sending me this article. You didn't list your name, so that's what was on your email, so there you go, shout out. And guys, in the spirit of Halloween, because Halloween's coming up in a few days, I thought it'd be a good one to cover this one. Like the title says, this is about a gal. She was going to a Halloween party with a girls' night. You know, that's a red flag. A long story short, she was wearing an outfit, a costume, that her boyfriend didn't like very much. Why didn't he like it? Because it was so revealing, she couldn't even put pictures of it on social media, with certain parts hanging out and all that. And eventually, he breaks up with her over this, because he ain't going to have it. He ain't going to have his girlfriend go around dressing like that, let alone drunk on girls' night. You all know what happens typically on girls' night when alcohol's involved. And of course, she had to post it all about on TikTok, making a big fuss about this whole thing. Because just as politicians say never let a good crisis go to waste, with young gals and TikTok and social media, never let an opportunity to get attention and validation go to waste. And so she had to put up for the world to see. And I thought it'd be a good one to cover the situation because, in my opinion, guys, you have a girlfriend and she dresses a certain way and you don't like the way she dresses, you have every reason to end it with her. She's not going to change, okay? And when I say dress, I mean in terms of being very revealing, showing her parts and all that, okay? It's like, look, if you're single, that's one thing. But if you're with me, you ain't going to dress that way. And if there's a problem, well, you know what? You have a choice. Either be with me in a relationship or be single, but you're not going to have both. Or be single in the sense you can go wear that outfit, but you can't have both. A lot of people have issue with that, but fine, whatever. So I'm going to go through this article, and then I'm going to read some comments. And what do you think, guys? Do you think the people overwhelmingly supported him or supported her? Well, I'll let you see at the end. So it starts off. Oh, by the way, before I read this article, I'm going to read a quick email I got from a female subscriber. I like to throw these in from time to time to show that not all women hate my guts, and some women do agree with what I talk about and the way we as a community feel about these things. This is real quick. She says here, Dear SSM, I am old-fashioned, and I really enjoy the values that you are instilling in the men that watch your channel. As a woman, at times, I wouldn't be as brutal as you suggest, and sometimes feel people could use a second chance. But in 98% of your posts, I agree with the verdict. But divorce for infidelity during a marriage is a no-brainer. These young women nowadays have a screw loose when it comes to relationships and marriage. The body counts these girls are making have me wonder if they are all escorts. I changed the word there. So there you go. That's a female subscriber flat out saying she likes what I do, agrees with what I have to say. And with that in mind, in the spirit of that email, I'm going to go into this article. Starts off, it says, with Halloween fastly approaching, a woman on TikTok decided to share with her viewers the story of how she was dumped by her ex-boyfriend over her Halloween costume. Of course. What else would you do in a situation like that? It has to be shared on social media, because I guess things don't really happen unless they're shared on social media. The woman claims that her ex-boyfriend believed that her original costume was inappropriate and accusing her of cheating on him after she swapped costumes with another man. In a TikTok video that has viewed over 200,000 times, a 25-year-old girl revealed the reason she was dumped by her ex-boyfriend on Halloween. This is her being quoted here. She says, "It's nearly Halloween, so I thought I'd tell you guys about the time I got dumped over a Halloween costume." She shares with her viewers. She says that she and a couple of her girlfriends were having a girls' night out and attending a costume party at a local bar. So why couldn't he come along? That's a question for you. She shares an image of herself sporting a Playboy bunny costume acquired with fake blood in her face and chest along with black tights. Says this is the costume in question, she says. She added that the costume was rather revealing in the back. It could not include a picture since it went against TikTok's guidelines. Okay, so I've seen, two different times I tried to set up a TikTok account for this channel, and the first time I was kicked off, and the second time I realized it wasn't worth it. And in exploring TikTok and learning about it, I got recommendations for a lot of gals. And let me tell you, if TikTok's banning it, that says a lot about what she was wearing and what she looked like. Because I saw a lot of very revealing outfits and girls on TikTok. And I'm sure many of you guys know what I'm talking about here. TikTok is shit. But sadly, it's become so popular It says here, he literally texted me being like, are you actually wearing that out? I can see your whole ASS. She says, I was like, I know, it's great. You're in a relationship with this guy. Shouldn't his attention and validation be enough? Believe me, nobody's comfortable walking around with their ass hanging out. Okay, the only reason you do that is for attention and validation. Her boyfriend told her that the costume was inappropriate and expressed his distaste for her wearing it out in public. Good for him. She says, I was at my friend's house, ready to go at this point, and he was like, could you borrow some leggings for her outfit or something, and wear leggings instead of tights? However, she did not want her costume to go to waste. And ruin my costume? No, she says. Her boyfriend insisted on picking her up from the bar that night once the party was over, so she knew he would not be thrilled when she stepped into his car in the same costume. While at the bar, she ran into a man dressed in a costume that resembled a giant sunny side-up egg. She says, I was like, I want to be an egg. I spoke to this guy who was really drunk, and I was like, oh my God, I love your costume. I love that you're an egg. The man shared with her that he loved her Playboy bunny costume and asked her if she wanted to swap costumes. He really must have been hammered. She eagerly agreed, put on the man's egg costume over the top half of her body, and handed the man the leotard she was wearing underneath. She decided to post some cute snaps of herself in her new costume to her Instagram story. Again, never waste an opportunity to have pictures put on social media. She says, I mistakenly was like, my boyfriend will love this because now I have no bum, no boobs, and I'm an egg. After posting the photo, she put her phone away in her bag for a while. When she stepped outside for a break, she noticed that her boyfriend attempted to call her numerous times. So she's going out in this outfit that he said, I don't want you wearing. He's trying to reach out to her. She's not picking up. She's trashed. She says, so I called him back thinking that he can't give me a lift or something, which would be fine. And I answered the phone and he was like, whose costume is that? He then falsely accused her of cheating on him. She says he's going psycho. He's like, what man did you sleep with to give you that costume? Blossom explained to her boyfriend how she got the costume and thought that he would like it since it was less revealing than her original costume. He refused to listen to her. Well, something tells me, aside from the fact that him not wanting her to wear that outfit out, given the fact that he doesn't trust her so much, amongst many other things, I think there's more going on here than this article and she is revealing. That he has other reasons, that this may have been the straw that broke the camel's back of why he's reacting in such a way. She says, I hang up and turn off my phone and carry on my night without him, without friends, and I never see him again. And then he told people that we broke up because I slept with someone else that she shares. For some reason, he had this narrative that I slept with someone else for an egg costume. Maybe she's telling the truth, that she didn't hook up with the guy over the costume, but it's from my experience that a bunch of gals on girls' night wearing outfits, her wearing an outfit that's revealing where her butt's hanging out, and the lying and this, amongst many other things. One just really has to question how truthful she's being here. And again, for the guy to react in this way, there must have been BS before. Okay? I don't think this is the first time there's ever been an issue with him not trusting her or her disrespecting his boundaries and all that. It says here, TikTokers reacted to her story in the comments. Now here's some comments from TikTok. Guess what? How they're going to react. Someone says, sounds like a lucky escape for you. Another one says, nice him to show his true colors so early on. What a sweetie. Another one wrote. Another one says, his loss, ha ha. You look great. Add another user. So, of course, she had lots of people backing her up. Now, I then, at the end of this article, went through the actual comments for this article. And I got to tell you, overwhelmingly, people were on the guy's side. They were, both men and women, were supporting him and pretty much saying the things that I say, and which I'm sure a lot of you guys would say and think. However, of course, there were ones that were labeling him things like insecure, nasty stuff, good for her, she should be able to dress how she wants, but overwhelmingly it was the guys. So I'm going to read a few comments here and to show you back and forth. This first one is from a woman that read this article. She says, I'm on his side with this one. First, why are you going to a Halloween party without him? Second, she admitted that she wasn't picking up her phone for a period of time shortly after posting on her Instagram. Third, exposing people you used to date on social media is a clear red flag for anyone who's considering dating you after this. I really wish people would take more consideration for their behavior when it comes to posting on the internet for everyone to see. The good news is they broke up early instead of too late, so now they can look for a partner that better suits their wishes. Yeah, exactly. And I really respect the guy for saying that's it. Both over the outfit and just things didn't seem right. Did she hook up with the guy in the egg costume? Who knows? She could be totally lying through her teeth or telling the truth. But something tells me some inappropriate activity would happen sooner or later at this point. Another one, this is from a guy. Guy says here, so let's cut through the bull crap. She wasn't dumped because of one Halloween outfit. More than likely, she's had a history of inappropriate things. And that this last incident is when he finally realized he is dating someone who has a different view on life and cut ties. I dated a lady years ago who after a few dates realized she was a party girl. Always out, doing drugs, getting into fights, had to walk away. Some people have to be the center of attention and popular. Right. She's 25 years old, she's in her prime. Girls' night, dressing with her hoo-ha, hanging out. So bad that TikTok and Instagram wouldn't take it. That says a lot. And this guy obviously is more mature than her, and this is not what he wants. And you know what? A guy in that situation, and any of you guys watching the situation, have every right to say, look, you're with me. If you're going to dress that way, we're done. You can either choose to be with me in the relationship or dress that way when you're out or do girls' nights, but you can't have both. Pick. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just giving you a choice. Something like that. Now, comment from a few women. On the opposite, this woman says, his loss for being insecure. If you can't trust your partner to go out for girls' night, you have other things to worry about. Well, I beg to differ, honey. How many stories have I covered about the whole girls' night phenomenon? How many stories have I covered from guys writing into me about their relationships going to hell in a handbasket, or stories I covered from Reddit when it was girls' night, girls' weekend, girls' vacation, whatever you want to call it, and the second they're away, all hell's breaking loose. How many times have I had bartenders and bouncers write in about girls' night or bridal parties or wedding, what do you call it, bachelorette parties, that thing? Same deal. Another one, this is a woman, she says here, sounds like she's just trying to have fun. She should count herself lucky because that dude sounds bonkers and controlling. Insecure and controlling, of course. And the last one, this is from a guy. He says, this is such an awesome. What did you think was going to happen? Example, she's super excited about her costume, being revealing, goes to said bar without her boyfriend, doesn't answer her phone, and then shows up in a different costume. Yeah, exactly. It's going to make him think she's cheating. So there you go, guys. That's a quick one, but that'd be a good one going for Halloween. So for any of you guys out there right now watching this, you got a girlfriend, Halloween's around the corner. Today's Thursday, so this weekend there's going to be probably parties and all, and your girlfriend's going out dressing like in a certain way that you don't like, you got every right to bring it up and say, hey, that ain't cool. I'm not with someone like that. And if she has a problem with it, okay, fine. You can date somebody else. End of story. Will you be labeled all sorts of nasty things? Controlling, insecure? Sure. But at the end of the day, it's your freaking life. And if you don't care, if you have thick skin and I'm not going to listen to that crap, fine. You know, let her be somebody else's problem. But my experience is when gals have to dress that way, that revealing, whether it be in real life or for Halloween party and stuff like that, they're fishing for the attention, validation, and probably more. And you mix in alcohol and being out on a girls' night, it's not a good recipe. Things aren't going to usually end well. Doesn't mean every single time something's going to happen, no. But how many of these things have I done? So, anyway, guys, that is it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. And, guys, you come across a good article or story like to share, by all means, email it to me, strongsuccessfulmale@gmail.com. Just give me some time to get to it, and I will. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.